Previously on Sailing the Lone Star, you joined us for a hot shower on a deserted island.
There's one thing a sailor will never turn down, and that's a hot shower.
Our first destination was an island where there were only 12 people left, so it made fixing all of the things that had broken on the boat very, very difficult. This week, you'll join us in Cuddy Hunk as we attempt to finish up our projects on the boat before we can head south.
And I don't know, you might think I'm really weird, but it's like an old Lister engine.
I think you're freaky and I like you a lot! Before I moved onto a boat and I started doing a lot of research, people told me that when you live on a boat, you're going to be eating hot dogs and canned beans. This isn't true for us. We find ways to cook full meals for many people on such a tiny little boat, in such a tiny kitchen space. We make 3 full meals on Little Miss every single day. We don't take any shortcuts. And now that this breakfast is through, we're going to finish up our projects on Little Miss.
Stainless steel sink.
1976.
Yeah. And what's the chance that we get a faucet that fits perfect?
That is the same faucet.
Alright.
And the piping and everything is just perfect size.
Okay, so we need another hose. Do you have a hose clamp on?
Not yet. He gave us one.
Sweet. I think we have a pipe wrench. Yeah, I found that in the bilge.
In the boat?
Yeah, today.
Oh, shit, what just happened?
No! How on earth did that happen? It ripped out. Look, the screws ripped out right there. Owie.
How did that happen? This?
Yeah.
We need longer screws.
I have a suspicion that the reason our other water pump went out was because it was having to work so hard, and it was just going and going and going because this sink was leaking. Everything under here was wet. I thought it was from the rain, from the deck coming in, but it was actually the sink, so...
The faucet.
Yeah, the faucet. Makes sense. I wonder how much water we actually have left in the tank with it having been leaking like this whole time.
Yeah. Well, seeing that we have 3 water makers on board, that's not a problem.
3 water makers!
I mean, I'm one, you're the second one, we'll find another one somewhere. Working.
Success!
You have seen us work so hard on all the projects on the boat, and what is the most amazing thing is them coming together now. So what I'm busy with now is Aubrey had gotten us a brand new deck light as well as a steaming light, and they run to a 3-gauge wire.
Don't forget, greens for go.
Greens for go, which is going to be the steaming
light.
And then white's going to be the deck light. So how I remember is white is the white light, green is not the white light. So the black is going to go to our bus right there, and then I have also here the anchor light. So what we have here is a lesser spotted wire collection, and you guys saw the brand new clamshells on the top there, which are out there. I don't know if you can see that on the camera right now, but anyways, they come through here, they go through there, and these are my knee job, and then they go there. Aubrey's brainchild, very nice idea. I use these guys, but as soon as you need to add another wire, you have to clip them, or you want to take one out, you have to clip them. So these little Velcro straps, and you can cut them the length you want, really come in handy. Guess what? We have an engine with an alternator.
Hey, bud.
But it's a 9.9 Johnson. So I'm just wiring the alternator to the batteries right now. The red positive will go there, and the negative will go to the ground bus right here. So the link 10 will then show us exactly how much amps is going back into the batteries from the little engine. So that's why I'm wiring it to the ground bus. So the link 10 installed, we will have some power. So the bilge pump just went on, and it's not sucking the water out. The bilge is full of water, and
We just emptied it yesterday.
yeah, so it doesn't make sense.
Okay. This is the bilge pump for the automatic bilge. And
this goes on it. I didn't put it back on, but this kind of weighs it down. You can also see there's a spot to screw it down. I'm gonna use a zip tie instead of a hose clamp because this really isn't a very important.
Yeah, I mean, if it leaks a little bit, it's fine for now.
Yeah, we just want to hold this on. Where do you think it could be coming from?
I don't know, the water tank number 2 is still full. We have to inspect water tank number 1
Okay.
and see what's going. So we have to take the whole bed out to see what's going on with water tank number 1.
Oh, that's my favorite thing to do. I love unpacking the boat. So Stefan ordered a new bilge pump while he was in North Carolina, and turns out they make the same bilge pump. So this guy, it pumps still, the arm goes up and down, but there's no suction. So I'm not sure what that means, but what we're gonna do is keep the bilge pump and see if we can find a rebuild kit because these things are like $200.
So that's why we're not sailing right now. We are without a bilge pump and we are without a water pump.
And without an engine.
And we're up the engine right now. So that all happened the day before we have to sail. We just have to fix that first. So what we have right here is the old bilge pump. Right now I'm taking it out. Aubrey has glassed in this beautiful nice compartment for us so that I can put the other one on right there. But I am really sad about this little fucker.
We're gonna have it rebuilt.
Yeah, because it's I was just saying to the Daily Show people that it goes taka 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 when you put it on, and it's such a beautiful little noise. And I don't know, you might think I'm really weird, but it's like an old Lister engine.
I think you're freaky and I like you a lot.
So, this one's going out, new one's coming in. Okay, Daily Show people, Sailing with Lone Star people.
Show the Daily Show people.
That's the YouTube people. Say hello, YouTube people.
Hi, Daily Show people.
Okay, so here is our new Jabsco electric bilge pump. They also come with a little strainer like this, which I like because sometimes you get a little bit of gunk in the bilge, and this guy will just suck it up and then you can clean it. So I'm gonna put this in the line, and this guy is going there at its new position right there. Okay, Jabsco, just when I thought that you have the best pump in the world, you give me this pump with like the worst brackets to mount ever. Look here. These guys just pop out like this. And so if I make it tight, this little rubber kind of goes through it and just pops out. So please, can you bring back the old way of fastening the bilge pump, because it really doesn't work.
All of the new water tank piping that we did, like with the bladder tank, the second tank, the original tank, is now not filling. So we're trying to investigate that right now, which means we have to unpack everything that I've packed, which I'm not very excited about. They look beautiful.
So this is the old hose that's kinked. You see that kink? It just won't, even if you do that, it just goes back. And so I'm just going to replace this with, I think this is 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch hose. I don't know the American, but okay. The other thing that I've just realized is that the intake pipe is this thick. It runs down, and then at the bottom there's a fitting that goes to whatever inch this is. I don't know. From the big hose to the small hose, there's a fitting that is a little bit too big for this to go in, but the fitting on the other side that goes into the tank is this size. So I don't want to cut it and then connect and cut and connect, because I have this much space under the tank. So I'm going to heat up this hose a little bit with our very neat purple lighter, and then it's going to go over the bigger part, because then it's a little bit more elastic. And then I think I have an idea to make the hose at the bottom much shorter so it can't kink. So this is the new pipe that I've put in there, and so this comes up to the bottom of this, which I think is not the best patent I've ever seen in my life. It's working, Lovey.
All right.
Yeah.
Woo-hoo.
You're beautiful.
Thank you.
Hello, hello, hello. Test, 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 test.
Okay, we're doing a...
Test, test.
Sorry, you guys look so terrible this morning, but we're doing a VHF check, which you guys know you're not supposed to do on channel 16. That is a big no-no. It's really quiet around here because it's off season, so we've switched to channel 27, which is usually like a self-check, so it'll echo your own voice back to you if you speak into it. But it's looking like our VHF isn't working, which is not a good thing.
Hello, hello, Alright, so the VHF unfortunately is not working. I don't know. We ran the cable, brand new coax cable, all the way up the mast. It's coming on. It's giving us power, but it just doesn't want to transmit anything. So unfortunately, but you always have to have a backup. So what we have is we have an InReach. This one from it's called an InReach Explorer. It's Garmin. And it's kind of nice. Our patrons can see exactly where we go, and our families can see where we are. And so if you want to come and buy us a booze or cold weather gear. What eventful, successful day. You know what it's like just before you leave and everything breaks. And the stuff just doesn't want to get together. But Aubrey and myself, really, I'm really proud of us. I think that we did really well. We have a brand new bilge pump in that's working. We have a brand new water pump in that's working perfectly, even better than it used to. The water tanks are sorted out. The fuel tank is now working for the engine, and everything's just coming together. So I'm really, really excited. Everything went well on the boat today, and all the project's done. It's cold, but everything's working now.
Yeah.
But it's a mess in here. Look at this.
Yeah.
The board tree. The board tree. Wait.
It
Look
looked
here.
so good before. Like 5 minutes ago, it looked so good.
Right. Look at this. Just the board tree. The board tree. Daily show camera. That guy's in. I'm gonna just put that, and look at the back.
Oh yeah.
So this is 2 days out.
Oh, okay.
Let's do it. Let's figure this out, and let's have a nice glass of wine
Can we have a wine while we figure it out?
and celebrate. We have done well.
Good morning, world. I am going to show you how beautiful the shower is. Very pretty.
We have a small break now in Costa Rica, as you guys know. No, it's not. Is it pretty?
My own light woman right now. My own beauty light. I have no idea what my face looks like. We wrestled and I got a little sweaty because I was watching Pops.
What do you think about that?
It's the only reason I snuggle you in the morning.
Oh shit, I'm wrong here. This literally just happened. A fucking lightning stroke, this thing.
Okay, well that's a no-go. We are stuck like Chuck. We're in the jungle. The mighty jungle.
Thank you for watching this week's episode of Sailing Miss Lone Star. Don't forget to say hello in the comments below.